Can somebody go to my YouTube channel and please let me know I'm good to go on there? I appreciate everybody being patient with me. I'm gonna make sure I try to read some comments. Feel free. We're gonna be bouncing around different topics. Appreciate everybody, tuned in. I'm scrolling up now. Give me a minute. What's up, my family on YouTube? I appreciate all the badge. Can you hear me on YouTube? Let me know everything good to go. Appreciate you tuned in. I appreciate it. Somebody said I'll be answering questions, guys. I'm Jasper, the owner of Black Knowledge. I live 100% overseas in South America, Medellin, Colombia. Each one reach one, teach one. So I appreciate you tuned in and coming to the Black Knowledge YouTube, as well as for my people that's tuned in on Instagram, Facebook, and everything else. Let me see here. We got a few questions. I'm gonna be answering questions as well as just checking in on you guys, making sure that you working towards your goals, whatever that may be. Feel free to ask me any business questions. We're gonna be jumping around different topics. Somebody said, what tools did they be using or having when building a YouTube channel before using? You should definitely have a brand. You know what I'm saying? Have a brand and have a video content plan. Like ask yourself, what type of video content do you want on your YouTube channel? Just don't be uploading BS. I'm just being real. Don't just be uploading stuff just because you're just trying to get content out. No, have a purpose and a reason for uploading this content. A lot of you guys don't even know how many times you want to upload content on your YouTube channel, to be real with you. Because, we got 9-to-5s, we got kids, we're in college, it's COVID season. Like, let's be real. We're not going to be able to upload YouTube edited, good YouTube videos every single day of the week. That's like, come on, you're human. So yeah, I think you definitely should have a brand. You should definitely have a banner because you're gonna have to start putting your logos. You're gonna have to educate yourselves on thumbnails. It's a lot of like a learning process. You got to learn how to become a YouTuber while you're on YouTube. Everybody question, and right now in the world that we live in, it's COVID season. So you have to consider, a restaurant startup and the implications that they're, forcing people to make sure that the clients have a COVID vaccination. There's so many different things going on right now. So you should really sit down and really think about this food truck or restaurant business that you want to do during COVID right now. Just to think, I can see you having issues with sales just because of COVID. So these are things that you need to consider when it comes to food or restaurant business. That's a good question, guys. I'm answering questions, guys. I'm looking at 3 different lives. So feel free, to ask whatever. I am live on YouTube and 2 different other Instagrams. Somebody say, do you need a certain camera? No, you can use your own cell phone. If you got an iPhone 8 or above or Android 8 or whatever above, you'll be okay. You just probably need to clear up some of that bullshit that you got on your phone, all them pictures, all them videos that you don't need. You're gonna have to be organized when it comes to becoming a YouTuber or anything of that nature. You need to figure out what type of content you want on your YouTube channel. For my people on YouTube that's watching me, Instagram, I'm answering business questions, just trying to check in with you. This is a 2022 check-in, making sure that you're working towards your goals. Okay, somebody said, do you think mapping out everything is beneficial or more time consuming? It can be both, because a lot of people, like include myself, here's a true story. I remember there was a phase and a part of my journey where I was looking at YouTube videos, like other people investing in stocks, other people building YouTube channels, other people traveling, and I'm writing stuff down in notepads, sticky notes on my cell phone, and you can find yourself just steady writing notes. That's time consuming because you writing out the things that you want to learn or educate yourself or writing down that information, but you just write down information. You're not actually using that information to help your company grow or help yourself grow. So sometimes that's when it becomes non-beneficial for yourself and become time consuming because all you're doing is just watching YouTube, writing people stuff. So that's a good idea. That's a good idea. But you're not actually doing nothing with that idea. So sometimes we get stagnant with educating ourselves too. So that's definitely something. Mapping out is giving you direction. Like me, I have to map out my spoken word poetry. I'm writing an E for my spoken word poetry music as well, a spoken word poetry book. and I'm writing down, okay, how many poems I want in the book. I want like 80 to 90 poems. I have not done an exact number because I'm still writing the poetry for the poetry book. But I do know that I want 4 tracks on my first EP that I release. I've already got basically 2 done already on my first EP that I'll be releasing. So that's mapping things out. So it's making things easier for me on my process, what you want to do. I would definitely map out what type of videos you want to upload, what type of content you want to release on Facebook, Instagram, or whatever. So definitely mapping is definitely something that I recommend, but don't get to the point where you just write down everything you're not accomplishing. That's when it becomes time consuming and a waste of time. Good morning, good morning. I'm answering questions. I'm live on my YouTube. I'm live on my Instagram. I'm live everywhere. So we can, just have an intellectual conversation. This is my first live on YouTube. So, of 2022. So I just wanted to come in and check in on you guys. I appreciate everybody, tuned in. I appreciate the badge love. I appreciate, the people giving me stickers on YouTube. Any way that you can support the channel, it's all love. So I just want to really get to my article section of blackknowledge.com. And, I'm going to be looking at different articles and talking about different stuff. Like, the first article that I wrote was why Black entrepreneurs should build their own network. A lot of you guys don't understand the advantages of having your own network. Many of you guys go to colleges. You working at these companies. Some of you guys actually are cool with the CEO or the boss, and you're not actually using your job or, trying to find potential investors or a target audience. It's so much that you can gain opportunities. You feel me? When it comes to having a solid network and with people that do different things that can help you, benefit you and your company, whatever you may be doing. So, that's something that I would consider. Let me see here. I'm reading comments right now. Give me 1 second. I'm trying to make sure I read comments everywhere. Why do we accept failures of public school? I mean, I'm not really talking about public schools right now. I'm talking about how you should build your own Black network right now. I try to stay on topic right now and stuff and answer whatever questions. How much do you believe in someone's mental and emotional mindset affects moving out and building a successful business? I mean, that's important. Mental health and your own mindset is important. It's very important, especially when you're, if you don't know how to manage money, it's going to be really hard for you to manage a business, family. Because there's a certain level of financial literacy that you need to have in general. And if you don't have that, you're not going to be able to apply for credit or, have access to credit. See, sometimes it's not so much about spending credit, but if you can create access to lines of credit or things that you want to use in the future, you'll have access to that. So it requires a certain, I wouldn't say stable mentality, but I would say a very organized mentality and somewhat of an understanding of your emotions, because being an entrepreneur, you're still human. You're still sad, happy, lonely, all these different things. You know what I'm saying? So you got to experience life as a human on planet Earth while trying to, build this successful business, which is possible. You just got to give yourself time to grow. That's why I say, again, building this network, getting around other people that got similar mindsets as yours, people who got similar goals and similar missions as yours, that can help you. You know what I'm saying? Back to what I was saying. You can build these opportunities with people. You can find people on Twitter, Snapchat, YouTube. I mean, people finding love all over the world. So what makes you think you can't find business partners or people you can interview? You might be on LinkedIn. A lot of you guys want to start podcasts, to start YouTube channels where you're interviewing Black entrepreneurs or people of color or whatever you want to call them. You have to position yourself. You got to find these people. You have to give yourself time to grow. I wouldn't recommend you just automatically start a podcast. No, I'm about to start Let's Talk Black Knowledge podcast. I got over 250,000 followers. Of course, I got access to people and an audience that I can drive traffic there. You have nobody because nobody knows who you are. So you have to give yourself time to grow. If you guys are wondering, I am live on YouTube as well. I'm on my YouTube channel. So you can click the link in my bio section for my people on YouTube that want to subscribe to the Black Knowledge YouTube channel if you have not. I am also answering questions. This is a 2022 check-in with you guys to make sure that you guys are actively working towards building your businesses. You can create new opportunities by getting on LinkedIn. You might be able to find your next mentor, your next business collaboration. A lot of you guys are asleep on LinkedIn. Like, networking enables you to build a solid support system. Well, you running your business or your brand, it's already hard enough that you got to do it by yourself, family. So I recommend that you build a network with people who got common and similar ideas, so you can lean on them when you need support. So I don't know why you trying to do this by yourself. You need to, network with people that can help you overcome these hurdles and issues that you may be having with your business, family. Feel free to answer questions. I'm answering questions too as well. I'm just trying to drop some knowledge and get inside y'all head and see where you guys are at. Like, a lot of you guys don't understand this part. Y'all talk about the importance of buying black, right? We always love to say we need to buy black. We need to support black business owners. Well, for any business or any of our business to flourish, black people gotta support it, right? You know that. You say you support black business, black people need to support black business, right? So when you surround yourself around other black business owners, they are not just your friends or your peers, but they also can possibly become your potential customers as well. People I interview own Black Knowledge shirts. You know what I'm saying? You can work side by side with other Black people. Their customers are your customers as well. So if you get involved with other Black entrepreneurs and network with them, they might be able to help you as well gain customers if you're able to build some type of collaboration with one another. I'm looking at making sure I'm answering questions and everything. For my people that's on Instagram, you can, check me out on YouTube. I know people coming and going on my YouTube channel. The YouTube Live, I'm still, I don't think I have enough followers for YouTube Live to, get really too much traction. So I expect for people to come watch it whenever, they get some downtime or whatever. I mean, I'm just saying, like, networking and growing your business is an ongoing learning experience. We need to understand that it's an educational process that goes on with that. If this information good, give me some thumbs up. For my people that's real. As you guys know, bots are at an all-time high. Give me a thumbs up. Let me know that you're a real person. Okay, for my people that are on YouTube or whatever, I appreciate y'all tuned in as well. But you got to make sure that you're actively reading books. You're actively learning from new, blog posts. You got to actively seek new information when it comes to your business, especially even networking. New information includes new people as well, family. New information includes new people as well. For the community to get ahead, you cannot withhold information. We can share knowledge while expanding your own base with other people. A lot of you guys are trying to do that with your podcast. A lot of you guys want to become podcasters. You want to share knowledge so you can help the community get ahead by not withholding information that other people may have. Networking allows us to share knowledge so everyone can prosper. I'm gonna repeat that one more time. Networking allows us to share knowledge so everybody can prosper, family. So networking is definitely so much more than finding people in your industry or your niche. It's about locking in contacts who can relate to your experience on multiple levels, family. Black power is just not in pride, it's in the knowledge and collaborating in business as well. So it's definitely important for you to network, family. You should definitely be using your social medias to network effectively if you have not. What's up, Jada? What's up, Rupert? What's up, y'all? Doing some shout outs. What's up, CC? M. Bullock, White Flame. What's up, y'all? How y'all doing, man? I appreciate y'all tuned in. I'm also live on YouTube. What's up, Keisha? Carito? Gucci? What's up, y'all? How y'all doing? I appreciate y'all tuned in. I'm just checking in on y'all. This is a 2022 checkup live on YouTube, going down my article section on Black Knowledge, just to drive some thoughts, to get some thoughts going, for you guys. Where's your financial literacy level at? A lot of you guys are trying to get in the world of entrepreneurship and your finances it's jacked up. You feel me? It is vital. Financial literacy is vital for everybody, especially business owners. Where's your financial literacy level? I'm not saying you stupid with money. I'm not saying you lame because you can't save money. One wrong move can put your ass in a major situation when you least expect it, just because you're financially illiterate, because you made the wrong move. Like a lot of us Black business owners or Black people in general are raised in households where financial literacy is limited or non-existent. However, to be successful in business, you're going to have to overcome your financial illiteracy. Financial illiteracy is the understanding of basic finance terms as well as credit and debt management. What is financial literacy? It's understanding basic financial terms as well as credit and debt management. I appreciate my people that's tuned in. Please subscribe to the YouTube channel. You can click the link in my bio section. You can watch me from YouTube. Like when you become an entrepreneur, you're gonna be making a whole bunch of complex decisions when it comes to website development, social media, content, Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, Twitter, Snapchat. Man, you got so many different things that you're gonna be doing. It's very important that you have financial literacy behind your belt. You need to safeguard your company's money and the earnings. You need to figure out where you need to be spending the money and where you don't need to be spending the money. Like, should you be advertising or promoting right now? Or should you be working on getting the logo down? Like, what are you doing? Are you guys managing your spending? That's very critical as an entrepreneur. You gotta manage your spending. You can't just be buying them damn cups of coffee every day. It's okay to buy a cup of coffee a couple of days out of the week, family, but don't be buying them cups of coffee every single day of the week. That's gonna drain your pockets. I appreciate everybody that's tuned in. Feel free to ask me anything or any questions that might be, bugging you or on your mind, something that you might be having an issue with. This is why I go live, so I can, answer your questions and what you guys need. But, as an entrepreneur, you're going to have to personally develop. A lot of you guys need to understand that personal development isn't just a corporate thing, it's a life thing. I wrote an article about that too. Like, personal development enabled me to create my personal vision and help guide my business, guys. I created Black Knowledge in 2016. I didn't know what I was going to do with the company, but I realized that I wanted to develop and grow it into an international business that it is right now. But I had to ask myself, what is my vision for Black Knowledge? What is the vision for my life? You feel me? You got to understand, what your personal vision is for yourself. Like, I ask myself these type of questions, what type of changes I want to make for myself and what trying to change, how can I change the world around me? Like, deep questions like, what does my vision actually include? What type of changes am I trying to create? Do I want to start a podcast? Do I want to help other people on their journey? Build a educational platform? What am I trying to do on the internet? What do I love to do? You feel me? Like when you create your personal vision, you got to literally sit down and think about what you want. Like, when you create a personal vision, guys, it's definitely helping you create a blueprint for your life in general. It helps you understand and be able to describe the direction that you want to take when it comes to whatever you're trying to do, travel the world, build a YouTube, become an influencer. You can use your personal vision to help you stay on track and obtain your goals. Because when I created my personal vision, I was able to develop and decide what I want and how I wanted to make an impact on the world. Like developing your own personal vision is very critical on your journey out here, family. Feel free, guys, for my people that's tuned in. You can ask me whatever. I know a lot of people are bots. I think, a few people are definitely bots in here. And I can't really control the bots that come in on the lives and stuff of that nature. How to start investing in dividend stocks, because I want to make sure I'm going in the right direction. I probably should do it. I'm gonna do another video. I'm gonna do a video on dividend stocks, and because that's a very broad, deep subject to talk about. How to start investing in dividend stocks, and I think it needs its own live. And I think it'll take up a lot of time if I sat there and tried to describe the different stocks or the different areas where you can buy stocks or get stocks from. So that's a good question. I'm probably going to go live again just specifically for, stocks and dividend investing. I am answering questions, guys, so feel free to type whatever. But a lot of you guys need to understand what do you personally value? Do you value education, learning, love, peace, unity, success, wealth? What are your personal values? You got to create your personal values based on your experience in life and your personality too. You got to think about who you are and what you really want in life. You got to reflect on what you desire in life. It's a lot, you know what I'm saying? It really, I know I'm going in, but it's a lot. It really is. It's a lot when it comes to personal development as a human on planet Earth. When I became an entrepreneur, guys, it helped me identify my weaknesses and areas I need to improve. It's more than just paperwork when you're building a company. You're going to have to learn how to manage and budget a business bank account. It's different than your personal bank account. Your personal bank account, you just pay your bills and let your money sit. But your business bank account, you're going to be spending and making money at the same time at different frequencies, at different levels. But you need to separate I had to learn the importance of separating your personal finances from your business finances. I'm going to say that again. You need to separate your personal finances, guys, from your business finances. I don't even care if you use two different regular bank accounts. You don't even got to have a business bank account if you don't have an EIN number. In order to get a business bank account, you have to give a bank institution your EIN number that you got registered with the federal government and the U.S. government. When you created your LLC corporation. This is how you're able to get that business, tracked, paying your taxes and everything of that nature. There's a number that the U.S. government gives you that you use to register your business bank account with. And if you don't have that number, you don't have a business bank account, family. Let me see here. Somebody got a question. I want to start a podcast. What's the best platform right now? I recommend, if you don't have 10,000 Instagram followers or Facebook followers or anybody if you don't have 10,000 followers, I don't recommend you consider doing a podcast, because you need to get people to know who you are and notice you. I'm not saying, look, if you want to start a podcast and get your family and friends listening to you, cool. But I'm trying to get you to build a community. So people show me that, we can interview people all day on podcasts. That's simple. We can start a podcast. We can get the equipment, the microphone, the headphones, technology to start a podcast. The hard part is building this community where you can drive people to actually listen to you. I don't want you wasting so much time doing podcasting that it becomes a hobby for you. Where you do season 1 or season 2 and you're burnt out because people aren't listening to you because nobody know who the hell you are. Because you didn't take the time to build the Instagram, the Facebook, the YouTube channel up. Don't just start a podcast. Build a brand, build a community. So whenever you do get the podcast started, people can say, "Oh, she got a podcast now. My girl Naya. Naya talks. Oh, I like that. She got a podcast now. Now I want to, I want to rock with her." You feel me? There's different options on how you can do podcasts right now. There's platforms where you can record video, you can record audio, you can, save this and upload it to Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Spotify Podcasts. There's different ways on how you get in the podcast world. They even got the Anchor. I don't recommend Anchor because Anchor owns your content. When you use the app and record it, it's kind of bullshit. I don't really like how I'm not going to do it that way. I'm not going to build no giant Anchor podcast for somebody to, because you're building up their brand as well. You got to make the person download Anchor. It's a lot of money that they're making off of people from the back end that they're not telling people. I don't really like their practices. So I say before you start a podcast, let's think about the brand. Let's think about the community that we want to build first. Because people just don't, we live in 2022. People ain't just gonna listen to you just because you're somebody black. Like, what I'm saying? I want you to build a sustainable podcast or something that people want to come to see. You feel me, family? Like somebody who wants to oh, you know what? I follow her Instagram, her Facebook, her TikTok. Now she got a podcast. I'm with it. You feel me? So these are things that we need to consider. I hope I answered your question, family. Building that online community is critical in 2022. A lot of you guys have mad weaknesses that you need to work on in order to obtain the goals that you're creating for yourself, whether that's personal or business goals. You got to read and educate yourself and understand yourself how to develop video content, how to develop Instagram content, Facebook content. Make sure everything is connected correctly. Is the Facebook connected to the Instagram? Is the Instagram connected? Is the bank account on Instagram connected with the PayPal? Is the PayPal connected to the business bank account? You got to make sure you got all your shit connected and everything right. Are you buying apps that you're going to be using for your business? They charge you $4.99 a year. Do you know that? Or they charge you $30 a month. Do you know that? Are you making money from your business to pay that money back? See, a lot of us, you want to start a podcast, but the headphones cost money. The microphone costs money. Like, you got all this money that you're spending for this podcast. You're going to have a lot of front money with podcasts anyways. But eventually you're going to have to, start selling advertising on your podcast so people can, have a basically advertising always on your podcast show, everything of that nature. Somebody said I was thinking between YouTube and Spotify, just like to talk. Well, it seems like that you should become a blogger, some type of internet blogger, and figure out your target niche that you talk about. I know you say you like to talk, but I don't like people that do that bullshit. Just don't be on that Wendy Williams shit, man. Nobody don't give a fuck about that shit. No, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I don't like gossip talk. Fuck all that. You downgrading your own people and downgrading all this just to make a buck. I mean, if it's not informational or educational, fuck that. That's devaluing people. And I don't really like podcasts like that. When you start to devalue people and stuff of that nature. But, I'm just saying, your weaknesses can hold you back, from growing and holding you back from the goals that you like. See, you say you want a podcast, but you might be afraid to talk to people live. You might not be as great on the microphone like how you thought you would be. You feel me? A lot of us, don't understand that, I have a speech impediment weakness. I'm afraid to talk. I get nervous when things go live, or you know what I'm saying? You got to, improve your social skills, improve your management skills, improve your entrepreneurship skills. You know what I'm saying? You can't obviously be at 100% strength with all these new skills or whatever you're getting and using, but you need to work on your weaknesses, whatever that may be, family. Personal development is very critical on your journey. You got to strategize and learn how to become the best version of yourself. You can't just automatically think that shit just gonna happen just because you want that shit to happen. Nah. First thing you need to do is get out of debt. A lot of y'all are in debt. That debt, Sally Mae, Nellie Mae, you not answering these people phone calls. Soon as Comcast call you, you cutting phones off. You feel me? You not knocking out plans. I'm not there. You feel me? Like you need to understand a couple things about debt that's holding you back. A lot of us in debt, but you need to start building on a healthy financial future for yourself and your family. Whether you got kids or you don't got kids, that's irrelevant. Eventually, you want to have children. You want to be in positions where your children, you might want to homeschool your child, or you want your children to have access to certain resources or certain things. Well, you need to get your shit together. Rihanna waited till she became a billionaire before she had a kid. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. So, these are things to consider, probably building a healthy financial, goal for yourself. That first, I think that's first before you just start knocking out babies left and right. What's up, Nikki? What's up, y'all? How y'all doing? I'm answering questions, everything of that nature too, as well. You said, well, efficient building and development. Oh yeah, of course. Well, what I mean, building a community is more important. I'm talking about building a community for yourself so people can be a part of your tribe. So whenever you do create new products, new services, they'll want to buy it or purchase it or be a part of the business or whatever that may be. That's what I meant by, developing your community, your online community before you just start. I want to start a podcast. Okay, nobody don't know who you is, motherfucker. Like, come on, ain't nobody just gonna automatically listen to you just because you cute, sis. Or, bruh, you got a deep voice and you think you sound like Martin Luther King. Like, come on. Nah. You see, I'm naturally shy. It's my illness from my family for over 3 years. I mean, that's something that you got to work on. You feel me? It's not going, I'm the total opposite. I'm not shy at all. You feel me? So it's, these are skills that you got to work on, especially when you turn on the camera. A lot of you guys are not comfortable in front of the camera. I got 3 cameras on me right now. I'm live on my YouTube channel. I'm live on my Instagrams, and I'm live on Facebook right now. I mean, YouTube. So, a lot of us, are afraid to go live. So there's just so many different things that we got to overcome and learn when it comes to, developing these skills. Again, getting out of debt personally is something that you got to do. The first thing you got to do is create a budget, y'all. A lot of y'all don't even know how much money making or spending. You know what I'm saying? You got to start taking control of shit in your life, and taking control of your finances is something that you need to do. You need to make a goddamn budget. I'm sorry, but this is one part that really bothers me when it comes to us Black people. We in debt, but you can get out of debt. It can be done. You got to believe in yourself. You can't just be walking around, I'm in debt, my life, I'm in debt, oh my God, I just pay bills, I don't got no money, no life. Like, come on, bro. Quit thinking like that. You can get out of debt. You got to figure out how many different income sources you got. You better start strategizing and trying to figure out how you going to fix this shit. I'm just putting it out there, just being 100. Ain't nobody just finna come save you. You got to save yourself. You got to figure out a strategic financial plan that's going to free you from the 9 to 5 so you can build the YouTube channel or the businesses or whatever that may be, family. Like you're going to have to figure out how to control. And when I mean take control of your finances, I mean create a budget and make sure that you pay for, you pay your debts out. What are all your incomes? What's your fixed expenses? Okay, Fixed expenses are fixed. Fixed expenses mean money that never changes. Your phone bill is $132. It might go to $140. Okay, that's still considered a fixed income. You pay between $132 and the max is $140 for your phone bill every single month. Okay, cool. That means you know in your head $140 is gone every month. That's a fixed income. Your rent is a fixed income. Food is a little bit different because a lot of us eat out, a lot of us eat in, so we're paying for both. So, but still, I would create a budget for eating in and eating out. I would say, what, fuck it, $200 for eating out, or $200 for eating in. It don't matter. What is your fixed expense? Transportation, healthcare. These are things that you got to put in consideration when it comes to your fixed income, because we're trying to create a budget. Now we need to subtract this with everything else that ain't fixed. Okay, you got like a light bill that you owe on your credit, like these random bills. Okay, you borrowed $20 from LaShonda last week. Steve gave you $50, so you got to pay these people back. That's non-fixed expenses because you're gonna pay Steve back and you don't owe Steve nothing. You're gonna give LaShonda her $20 back and you don't owe her nothing no more. You feel me? So now, after you done paid off everybody, paid off the little bills, little subscriptions, whatever, you should be left over what they call is discretionary income. Discretionary income is money that's left over, basically. It's discretionary. You can use it to blow the money in the club. You can use the money for your hair. You can travel the world with this money. You can build a YouTube channel with this money, whatever that may be. These are things that you can do with this money, discretionary income. But the thing about discretionary income is that some of us got really low discretionary income because we got high bills, because we are in debt. Or like my auntie used to say, your ass done went out here and bit off more than you can damn chew when it comes to buying a Mercedes Benz or getting a 3-bedroom apartment because you're trying to showboat and look at me, I'm doing better than everybody. It's like, bro, you struggling. You out here, yeah, you make $5,000, but you spending $4,500 just because you're trying to show out. No, you need to calm your ass down and calculate how much debt you need to pay off. You need to be real with yourself and use a portion of your income to pay off your debts while meeting your other financial obligations. And that's just real facts, homies, family. That's just real facts right there. You're going to have to use some of your discretionary income to pay off your debts, even if it's already low. Damn, bro, I ain't got like $200 left over. If I get a credit card, people $100, and I ain't got but $100 left over. Yeah, that's what we got to deal with. Well, man, I can't afford that. Well, we either need to find a new job that pays us more money, or we need to Uber or Lyft or make more money on the side. You see, this is why you need to take the other $100 and figure out how you're going to build a YouTube channel. You need to start realizing that your pockets ain't right. So what we going to do to get our pockets right? Like, come on now. Figure this shit out. You got to get out of debt while meeting your other financial obligations. You need to come up with a repayment plan. That's how we do that. If you want to successfully reduce what you owe, you must come up with a repayment plan for how you're going to pay these people back their money, whatever that may be. Compile a list of the debts that you must pay every month to stay afloat and current, how much it is. You need to pay more than the minimum too. The minimum balance is $60, $35. Okay, add $15 more to that. It ain't gonna hurt you. You already paid $35. Pay these people $50 a month. Quit doing minimum payments. It's gonna take you way too long to pay off your debts. If your credit card monthly limit is $25, pay these people $40. Quit going off the minimum. The minimum is just there. There's a minimum limit of how much bread they basically told you that you got to give us. We need you to give us $25 up front. And if you don't give us that, we got to report your ass to the bureau. You feel me? Because you tripping. We asked you for a minimum. We didn't say that. We didn't say that the maximum that you can pay off, you can't pay off the credit card. You can pay it off because it's all about the statements. You need low statements whenever they report to the credit bureaus. Some of you guys definitely need to take on a second job, because I definitely didn't do this without extra income, Uber, Lyft, working, part-time jobs. I did multiple things before I became a full-time entrepreneur living full-time overseas. Okay, how do you pay yourself? You're supposed to business account separated from the personal account. Yeah, yeah, yeah. You definitely supposed to. Whenever you do get money coming in, I always try to tell people from the business account separated from your personal account. Well, it depends on what you're trying to pay yourself for. I always try to tell people the realities of things. If you really don't cut hair, or if you do hair, or if you cut hair, if you work on people's cars, that's different than owning an online business. Because yeah, you can pay yourself, but at first, most of the money you make is going to go towards the business expenses, like the website domain, the business fees, whatever they may be. You might be paying for some apps that help the business run better. You might have QuickBooks. These are fees that you're going to be paying for your company. Like your overhead might be like, what I'm saying is like $400 a month or $350 a month. So $350 a month or $200 a month is going to automatically go towards the bills. So you need to figure out, well, how much money can I generate or make that I want to generate from this company or from this business? And figure out how much money you want to make. When you first start a business, man, I'm not knocking you, but you're not going to be making what you make at that 9 to 5. You're not going to be able to cut yourself $800, $900 checks every week from your business. That actually probably will hurt your business, because you need to put some of that money back into it, a company. You might need to get an app or a website or create a product that'll sell more. So some of you guys need to put money into the business first before you start taking it, talking about, oh, I'm going to pay myself. No, I need you to stay at that 9 to 5 for a little bit, let that business make money and generate money and stack money, then start taking, after or later on or something. That's what I would recommend, in my personal opinion, when it comes to paying yourself. Like during the repayment stage, a lot of you guys need to consider cutting your spending. Like, for example, I wanted to eat out tonight with my lady friend, right? But I got some chicken thighs, I got some rice, and I got some vegetables. I'm gonna throw this shit in the pressure cooker and get to work. Put some water in there, season it, salt and pepper, blacken my chicken, boom, I got me a meal. I don't need to eat out. I got 4 chicken thighs in my refrigerator right now that needs to be cooked and eaten. I can save that money. Now I'm spending wasting money on the cab. We take the cab to the restaurant. Now we wasting money at the restaurant. After we get through wasting money at the restaurant, I gotta buy another cab to come back home. You see what I'm saying? I done paid 3 different fees just because I didn't want to cook when I got food in my house right now. You got to start consider like making intellectual decisions with stuff. You gotta, you know what I'm saying? You gotta save this money and be used to pay your bills. You need to get out of debt. You're drowning in debt, family. That's why your business ain't popping. That's why you can't be drowning in debt and then get mad because you can't get a credit card. You can't get nothing. You need to pay down everything that you got right now. Get things under control. That's what you need to do. You running around like a chicken with your head cut off. I downsized my living, even rent out my house and moved in with my daughter. Okay, that's what's up. Definitely cutting your costs is very critical. I cut my rent moving overseas. My rent went from $800 a month to $400 a month. So I really cut my rent in half, and I gained more space living overseas than I did in Houston. So consider cutting your spending. Another thing that y'all need to do, y'all need to call these creditors too. You can call them and ask them to lower your interest rates. They can do that. You can even consider refinancing your debt. A lot of you guys take out loans at these companies and stuff. Be careful with these shark companies though. If they give you like 3-4 grand, okay, and you need it, okay, take it. But whenever like you start to pay that down, they say, hey, you qualify for another loan. I don't care where you at. You be like, oh, my bread's straight. I don't really need the money, but I can take the loan now. Yeah, you could, but you don't need to do it with them because their interest rates are way too high. And they just really trying to keep you on the loop of things. Keep in mind, you owe them like $800 now, $1,000. They're trying to get you to take out another loan so you can become a repeat customer to them. You need to negotiate with your debtors. A lot of you guys aren't negotiating with your debtors. You see the scam likely, or you see the don't answer debt phone call, you just ignore it. But you know what I'm saying? You can't pay it. But you don't even know who you owe because you steady ignoring them. And now they done sold your debt to so many different debtors. You be like, such and such LLC company, I was talking to such and such about this. I don't even know who the hell y'all are. That's because you ain't got in a repayment plan with none of these people, and now they flipping your shit out here, your debt like a mixtape. And ain't shit you can do now. Now you gotta pay extra fee. Cause they paid the debt and then add another $100 on top of it. And you was like, no, man, with 400 with these people, now you saying it's 600. Yeah, because they bought your debt from this company. So with that being said, they added $200. How you think they pay for that shit? We wonder why that shit keep flipping. You paying this company, paying this company, paying this company. All of a sudden you stop. Then 2 years later, they got you talking to a whole new company because they sold your account to somebody else. And then what they did was add more money on top of that. That's how it works, family. You need to get on a repayment plan with your people, your debtors. Stop using your credit cards if you're deep in debt. You need to calm down and stop using them. Just calm down. You need to just pay them down and just calm down. Always got high-ass credit cards. Yeah, you're making the payments. You feel me? You making the payments, but your credit card balance is only $500 and you spending $350 every month. Man, come on, man. You need to go ahead and cut off, like whatever you paying, you need to take off some of them that bills or raise your credit card limit if you can. Like, it's so many different things that you got to do out here in order to make it look better. Like, it's okay if you spend $200 with your credit card limit $1,000. Okay, cool. But if you're not there yet, like if your credit card limit $350 and you spending $250, come on, man. Come on. You got to get out of debt, family. You got to get out of debt. But yeah, man, I just wanted to come on and check in with you guys. I've been on for like an hour on my YouTube channel. I just wanted to come in and check in for my people on YouTube. I'm gonna probably stay on my Instagram, so follow me at Official Black Knowledge, at Black Knowledge Mentors. One word, at Official Black Knowledge or at Black Knowledge Mentors. So I appreciate everybody tuned in. I wish you the best in 2022. Check this video out. At the end of 2022, I'm gonna be in better situations with Black Knowledge. Black Knowledge is gonna be more expanded in Brazil, in Colombia, different places. Life is good. So, I have no complaints over here. So with that being said, I wish you guys the best of luck. Follow me at, Official Black Knowledge, as well as check out blackknowledge.com. Peace, YouTube. One love. I wanted to end the stream.